Yo, yo, Shani here, and I got Tia Maya. You say hello? Anyway, today I am going to do a video on my dreadlock journey. So I've had these now for nearly a whole year, and I'm pretty happy with them. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why I wanted dreadlocks and how I got them. I'm going to show some photos of the past year and just show the different stages they go through. And I'll talk about the pros and cons. Yeah, so as I talk, I'll just put different photos up as I go. So let's get started. So, really happy with my dreadlocks right now. I definitely need to get them maintained, but I'm liking the length. Pretty happy with them. Don't know if you can see that good enough. One of the reasons I decided to get dreadlocks in the first place was because my hair before that, like I had okay hair, but I just changed it up a lot and I got bored quite easily with it. You know, I tried heaps of different things. I cut it short, never again. Like, oh my gosh, that was when I was younger, so embarrassing. I got different fringes, I coloured my hair all the time, I got 3 different types of box braids. I was just in constant need of change and it just got greasy all the time. I tried for 6 months not to wash it, but you know, it just never helped. I kind of just got sick of my hair, and when I had my box braids, I loved them. It just made me feel like this is what dreads would be like. You know, you just chuck your hair up and you know it's gonna look okay. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to get my dreadlock. It took me a long time to fully commit. Like, I had wanted dreadlocks for a very long time. We went traveling when we first got married, and we went to a place called Golden Bay, and there are hippies everywhere, and so there was so many ladies with dreadlocks and I loved them. I was like, I am so jealous. And so that kind of got me thinking I actually really want to get them. But then I researched it and looked into it, and it was going to cost $750 including extensions, and I was like, oh gosh, I don't know, it's quite a lot of money. So I tried to save. I even tried to sell my car, which seriously, I'm so spontaneous, and I just, when I have an idea, and I want to, yeah, I'm just that kind of person. Thank goodness it didn't sell, because I really need my car. So I decided I'll buy some human hair extensions myself, just to make it cheaper for when I go get them done. And when they arrived, I was like, I wonder if I could start, you know, dreading them and see if I could do it. Like, I've done my box braids before, why can't I do this? And so I bought a crochet hook and I started dreading them, and I actually did really well. And so after that, I decided I'm gonna dread my hair myself. Like, I don't have $750. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? And so I went to my sister Ariel's house, and she sectioned off my hair and I started dreading them. And it took around a week. I mean, I have children, so I was kind of occupied. But yeah, it took a long time. When I finished, I was umming and ahhing, am I gonna put in these extensions? But I'm really happy I did, because I didn't want the awkward stubble ends and like the awkward length. So I went and got them done, because I started installing them myself and it just took way too long. So I paid to get them put in. So these are the before photos. They've actually changed so much from then. I'll show a photo of then and of now. And so the color has merged really well. The blondness has looked more natural, I think. So I'm really stoked about that. I went swimming pretty much every single day in the summertime, and by the end of it, my dreadlocks were crazy. Like, I had these massive coils, half of them were super thin, and I got to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to like shave them off, which it's a lie, by the way. You can totally get dreadlocks out. At one point of time, I decided I want to take my fringe out, so I undreaded them, and it took a long time, and I took my fringe out, and then I decided I didn't like it like that, so I dreaded them back together. But so it can be done. The funny thing is, dreadlocks are supposed to be a little bit crazy. That's the nature of dreadlocks. They're pretty gnarly. And so when I first got them, I was expecting them to always be neat and tidy and just to look professional and good. But over time, I've actually decided I like the messy look. I learned to maintain them myself, although I'm gonna go get them done because it just takes too long. I can't be bothered with it. But I learned to take out the really thin extensions and then reattach them so they become thicker. I learned to get the big coils out of my hair, And yeah, over time they started to mature and actually just look like proper dreadlocks. So I'm super stoked with them at the moment. So over time I became very comfortable with my dreadlocks. At the beginning I think I wore them a particular way, trying to be not so crazy and messy and stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain, I'll show you some photos. I've become a lot more confident in who I am just because I am confident in the way I look. I feel good, you know, most of the time. And so that's definitely a good thing for me. A big upside is when my hair is in need of maintenance, I just put headbands on and I love it. Like, you can have crazy hair to the point you don't really want to go out, and you just put a headband on and you just look great. So that's definitely an awesome thing. These dreadlocks have been on a journey. They've matured, they're growing, you know, they've shrunk, they've gone crazy, they've finally looked okay. When I first got these, I was pregnant with Tia Maya, and now she's here with me. And I don't know, it's kind of just nice to look back and be like, man, like, my dreadlocks have been on a journey, but I've been on a journey. I mean, I don't like being that typical dready person like, yeah, dreadlock journey, bro. But you know, I think I'm gonna be that person. So now we're gonna talk about pros and cons of dreadlocks. A big pro is that you can throw your hair up without a hair tie, which is awesome. You just go like this and grab all the hair and just kind of weave it in place. And then boom, you got a dread bun, which is pretty cool. Another awesome thing about dreadlocks is that when you're going on holiday, you don't have to think, oh, I need to bring my straightener, I need to bring my shampoo. I mean, you can bring your shampoo, but you know, it's just awesome that you don't have to plan so much on how you're looking. You can just, you know, have messy hair and just get on with your holiday. A massive pro is that you don't have to wash your hair all the time, which is, oh, I love it. My old hair, man, it's just greasy all the time. So, I mean, I wash my hair sometimes twice a month, sometimes once a month. It kind of depends on what environment you're in. Like, if you're a farmer or, you know, a mechanic, you'd probably want to wash them a bit more because they're getting introduced to dirt and stuff like that. But for me, I'm a stay-at-home mum, and so yeah, I can kind of get away with not washing them all the time, which I love. I just love not having to wash my hair. I don't know why, but a big pro is they just look awesome. I love them so much. So before talking about the cons, I want to talk about misrepresentation of dreadlock. For me, everyone told me, you know, they take so long to dry. And I mean, they definitely take longer, but it's not to the point where I'm not gonna go swimming at 5 p.m. because I'm worried that my hair's gonna get all gross at night time. All I do is put a towel on my head, dry it like this, dry, and then put it in a bun, and the bun stops it from dripping down everywhere. Then a while later, I'll just take it out and go like this, shake it out, and then, you know, and then it just dries over maybe an hour. So it's not a massive deal. Another misrepresentation of dreadlocks is that they are super heavy. I don't find myself getting headaches at all. In fact, I find them really comfortable. Another one is that people think they're really itchy or that you're dirty. I am not a dirty person. I clean myself, I clean my head. So, you know, these are all wrong ideas about dreadlocks. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want them because of that, just think, actually, I'm gonna trust Shani on this one. Cons of dreadlocks is, yes, they take a little longer to dry, which is definitely annoying. The maintenance is annoying, but then I think about my hair beforehand and I had to straighten it. It took a long time to look nice. I feel like I maintained it more than I do this. A big con is that my husband, he hates the feel of dreadlocks on his face, or like I'll go give him a hug and they're just like in his face. And you know, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but yeah, it really annoys him. So to me, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives about dreadlocks, and you can work with the things that you don't really like. Like, you know, when your hair is messy, like look at this, all my hair. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see, but they're super intense right now. And so you just wear a headband, it's not a big deal. Or you learn to maintain them yourself. You just wash them when you need to wash them. Like, I love them. So I feel like there's this behind the scene kind of judgment that if you get dreadlocks without naturally getting them, like letting them form themselves, then you're kind of a cheater and stuff. But who cares? Like, I love them. I don't care what people think. Just do what you want to do with your hair. So that's my tip of the day, is if you want dreadlocks, get them. If you don't, then don't. You know, it's up to you. Anyway, so that is me. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe. Feel free to share it, and you'll see more of me soon. Thanks guys, bye.